Eight. All right, I think we're back live. I just don't know if it's new. It probably is a totally new. Unfortunately, it's a totally new video, I believe. Let me see if I can find it on the channel. That's a bummer. We were rolling.
We were.
You
We
know,
were doing good.
we get you talking, and you just don't show up or shut up. So it's great. It's kind of the
What do
whole
you
point.
mean? I need the Devils to score twice.
They should be able to do that.
Well, it's the last period.
Oh. And it is Carolina, so they're pretty decent.
It's 1-2.
Yeah.
And then I bet on the San Jose Sharks against the Dallas Stars, and then on the Flyers against the Oilers.
Well, you're gonna lose that one.
Well, you don't know until you know.
I do know, and that was the wrong choice.
Well, I also said that out loud, but it's currently second period 0-0. That's pretty good. That's a lot better than it could be.
No, it's not. It's not. It's bad. It's just bad. All right. Well,
I hate the Devils, and if they lose, I'm gonna hate them even more.
Why do you hate the Devils?
I'm a Rangers fan.
Oh, no audio? What the? How do we have no audio?
Let me see. I hear it.
I know you do.
What do you mean I know I do? Yeah, I'm listening to it through the YouTube.
Wait, you can hear it through the YouTube?
Yeah.
Hugh, are you lying to us? I guess
no, maybe it started off muted for him. Sometimes my YouTube videos start off muted. Oh, there's my mom. Thanks, Sal.
Yeah, Flying Custard's like, it's fine. Okay. Hugh Jangle is just trying to, play with us.
Maybe he's playing with himself.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, like, I wish I could somehow prepare for, like, that to happen. But, like, it literally just froze. And I'm like, it gave me the option, like, when I wanted to exit out of the...
What's my bad?
Exit out of Streamlabs. And it said, do you want to continue the stream? I'm like, yes. And then I opened up Streamlabs again, and then it didn't let me continue the stream. So I was like, well, fuck.
I'm just glad that you were back. I thought you lost internet completely.
No, it was just...
I thought it was me. I left and rejoined. I was able to leave, rejoin. And I was like, damn. And that's why I was in the chat. I was like, it ain't me. +1 for her.
For real. Honestly, it's probably my fault. I just haven't restarted my computer in a minute. And it's been running like crap the last couple of days. And I'm just too lazy to, give it a second. So it's completely my fault.
It's been like my laptop. That's you can't see it, but it's right behind me. So I have my desktop that I do stuff on, and then my laptop I just spin around.
Sorry, I accidentally was playing with audio, and you were probably sounding double.
Oh,
so I fixed it now. But
sorry, buddy. I wouldn't want to hear me once.
I love the Hugh angle got him. That's a good comment, Q. Does it not let you type jangle in the chat? Like, or is this probably a typo?
I think he's saying that he gets it, like huge angle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
Jesus Christ. Oh gosh.
Listen, I'm special, okay? We're almost to the seating bracket. We have one more battle to go.
Well, Dan was here. We were making.
Yeah, we were talking to Dan
about his QF
issues. That was a bummer. I wanted to talk to him more about it. Oh well. If he pops back in, message Dan and we'll we'll have some more conversations about his unfortunate state of his S13. That is beautiful, by the way.
Very nice and plain.
Why don't we move on to the next battle, which has the potential to be one of the best battles, honestly.
Yeah.
Has the potential.
2 very good sounding cars.
Yes, but first challenge of the battle is Forrest Wing has to show up.
Let's see.
So
let's take a look. Instagram. I'm logged into Instagram, but not Facebook on my computer, and I really.
Do you have a phone? You can just use your phone.
Yeah, but like I'm right here.
Yeah. Yeah, Malik, that's my question. Is Wang even showing, Like Literal has proven, I feel like this year, that he finally has got the car like working. It's not dialed, but it's working. So, and he's had some great events. So
These are pinned lap after lap.
And to be honest, Wang really did well at this track last year, so I probably should show the or the display capture, by the way, to you.
I'm just gonna ask his media dude, Josh.
Yeah, see if he's coming out. I'm curious.
See if he'll respond in time. Wait, am I not logged in? Do I not?
You're just.
When did I not follow Josh?
You're a terrible person. You know that's what it is.
When did? Oh no, there it is. I was gonna say it had to load for a sec. I was like, wait, no, we don't.
That's the way I want to go. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm picking Wang if he shows up in his S15.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. I think that's, like instead of picking like the
wild
San
card,
Jose,
basically.
Fucking
yeah,
Sharks.
That is a hot take there, bud.
Anyways, but yeah, I think that's a safe bet. But I don't know. Literal is not bad. He's doing really good.
No, like I said, it has the potential to be one of the best battles, and I'm excited for it, honestly.
I don't know what to think here. I don't know.
I mean, it's a bummer that they have to go against each other, but it's one of those things where somebody's got to lose.
Somebody does have to lose. Somebody's got to go back in the trailer, which isn't always a good time.
Yeah. But, all right.
Only after you win.
It is that time of the show where you have to pick who is making it out of here into the finals of the bracket. Yeah, you gotta find a winner out of each side, so we get a finals.
The finals.
Mm-hmm.
Total finals. Okay. Vaughn and Diego.
Okay. I'm gonna say Vaughn has car issues, but he beats Dean, but then has car issues, bows out of the second battle against Stookie, and Thorne goes to the finals. Okay. Calling it.
Wow, that's a parlay right there.
Yeah.
See, Malik's with me.
I agree. Yeah.
Mine's not far off, honestly. Mine's in like a perfect, realistic world. I don't want to say perfect, like that's how it should be, but like if everything works right for both of them, I think they're quick. But also Forrest.
Honestly, what would be cool to see is to see Ben Hobson and Vaughn battle each other in the be the final four, I would assume.
Yeah.
For this. But so I'm having Thorne on the left side of the bracket, and then this is a big if.
Yep.
But if Wang is here, I'm picking him.
Okay.
And I'm picking Wang to win.
The whole event?
No, just this bracket.
Oh, the whole the actual bracket. Okay.
Yeah, this little bracket deal.
Well, damn, if Vaughn makes it to the end, I would say that he would win.
Yeah, that's a pretty good bet.
If my Pickens is gonna hold true to himself, come on, Devils.
Oh man. All right, so we got a Thorn Power from Flying Custard. Okay, nice. That's outside of the box.
I'm late, so theoretically Dean already won. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to the next bracket. But it's not that exciting. I'm just already gonna lower the expectations. Not that expectations were high, but you gotta make sure they're low.
Yeah. Hobson versus Higa would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any of the Mustangs. Just a good time to watch.
Huge angle. He's got Vaughn as well. You got some support.
Yep. Hell yeah.
But I mean, honestly, at the end of the world, or the end of the day, it's
at the end of the world too.
Yeah, well, it's whoever wins this doesn't mean a whole lot. It's just really pride at this point. But
yeah,
it's a good
thing to flex the sponsors that may not know what the difference of a podium.
It's good. What I like about this is it gives me a chance to get some shots of some of these guys kind of winning, if that makes sense. Like celebrating and especially if I cover some of them, like it's some good shots of them winning or having some success in FD that they don't always usually get. Because. Like I think Diem has won a couple of these, and so obviously he hasn't won an event, but he's won a couple of these, so you get some good shots of him celebrating and stuff like that. So it's kind of nice to on a media side to get some of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
PreShow.
Yeah. What's up, Crystal? Came
back. Welcome back. Thanks for finding the other side.
Yeah, thanks for finding this stream, guys. By the way, like I
don't know. The heaven side. This is hell.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I do know how I could have prevented it, but I don't know what caused it, if that makes sense. It's just me being lazy and not restarting my computer like a good person. All right.
I'm talking about who would qualify the highest, nevertheless have a segment on a podcast on it. True. We're here.
This is true.
Could go against Dean if he loses the second round of seeding. Honestly, I was trying to look at this bracket earlier today to again try to just further understand things.
It's kind of hard to tell. Like
I'm so bad.
Well, the problem is I feel like your seeding changes if you make it higher in the bracket.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, it's super hard to predict that kind of stuff, honestly. Like let's say Vaughn wins, he would be going against, what's the lowest number here? Is it Dylan? No, Forsberg. So it would be Forsberg and Vaughn if Vaughn wins, which would be pretty.
Okay, because he's the lowest. 25th is so yep. Okay, so that's how that would be.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So, but like, there's no way to really. You can kind of plan because you can be like, theoretically, especially if like you're like the last guy, it would be easier because it would have to be someone who wins the first round but is the lowest seed, I believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know how they have that figured out.
Top 32 bracket, like, I try to just hit really the battles we do know, and go from there. Because look at who is in the top 32 bracket this weekend. And
Andy.
Yeah. He is not...
Odie. Is that what you're going to say?
No, I was going to say Andy.
Yeah.
I was like, he's not in the seeding bracket, I think, first time this year. So congrats to him.
Yeah.
And good luck with Castro.
Yeah. He's definitely going to need it there.
Yeah. I mean
Castro has definitely just been really showing himself this year.
So
has had some unfortunate events. I think
it's just it's car things. It's
yeah,
it's.
exactly. Like some shit broke, and it's just like, damn, bro, I was really like truly expecting you to like be the upset,
Right, and I think he always is a driver that I feel like if he had 10% more reliability, we would be talking about him being in the top 10.
Yeah, for sure. I think his time might be
Instead of
coming,
being a
honestly, if
mid-pack
he.
driver, I feel like he has the skills to be in the top 10.
I
If
think he
his
learned
car
a
was
lot
there.
this year. I think when Connor came in and like he saw Connor's driving like for real, and was like, damn, I could probably do some of that, and then he started to literally copy that. Like, damn, man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, he's a really good driver. I think that extra 10% of reliability is what would, put him into the top 10 category for
Yep.
a season, which is, if you're top 10 in FD, like that's nothing to shake it. Like that's no joke, Like
Yeah.
you had some good events if you're top 10. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I am going to be picking Castro on this one. Sorry, Andy. He's a good friend of mine, but
Yeah.
it's
They're
going to be hard.
16-17. So.
So it's kind of hard to go against him on this one, though, or go against Castro on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Castro too. Sorry, there, big guy, but I do wish you obviously the best. I think he got a top 16 here his last time here. I think he posted that or whatever. So.
Yep. No, and I think Andy's one of those guys where I think he's had to figure out the car a little bit more with the tires this year. I think it's been somewhat of a challenge for him to kind of be able to set the car up properly for the new tires.
Yeah.
In the last couple rounds, it seems like it's really gotten a lot better for him.
Yeah, he was. It looked like he was having a lot of like understeering issues and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I know he's had power steering issues, so probably
That too.
caused some of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the new company on board. I can't remember what they're called, but he's got ever since that they came and helped him. It seemed like it's been a lot better. So.
Yeah. So
We shall see.
honestly, I think it's been a pretty solid year for Andy's first year. I'm excited what he'll do in the future. Alrighty. Next up, we got Turkey
Uncle
versus
Turkey.
Novak, which, if I remember incorrectly, Nick won this event last year.
Yes.
Correct? Yes.
Yeah.
So low key, a dark horse to win this year.
Yeah.
Same exact car, so you already know he can do it.
Yeah, he has proven himself.
Yeah. So his top 32 battle is not easy though. And honestly, I feel like this track benefits the Nitto drivers with the big tires, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, up at least like up on that bank, and then like when you're coming off of it, like you can really, like you could run probably a lower tire pressure due to the fact that you have that thick sidewall, and then you can come off and like shoot forward a lot quicker. But ultimately, as we've seen, like we say these, it's not huge of a difference. There is a difference in tire, but like it's all about in like the reaction time in the chase driver, or
Right.
So like if they decide to tap handbrake, GT Ray over as GT Ray, you're still gonna get ran away on when the other person doesn't. Even though you tried to read it ahead, but I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know if FD's posted the layout they're running this year and whether or not they're adding the final corner or not, or if they're just going to keep it the two corners. Because I feel like that changes a lot on the tire durability side, or like just being able to have a full set of two tires for that final corner if they do add it.
True.
So I'm curious to see what layout they run this year. They like to switch it up the last couple of years, so
yeah, they always change up the last little tail end a little.
So I'm curious to see, but if they have the extra curve like they did a couple years ago, I think that benefits guys with the bigger tires a lot more, or the ones, at least the tires that could keep tire life. But
Yeah.
honestly, this is going to be a good battle. I'm going to pick Turkey on this one, but I am probably going to be proven wrong.
Let's go, Nicholas Nobakius.
I like it. I mean, he won last year, so pretty safe bet, to be honest.
I think
honestly,
both bets are. It's tough because I think Turk really does like this track. But you never know.
no.
I think it's pretty fair.
What would be really cool to see are the odds for this.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a thing we can do for next year, is just bring up the betting odds. Because that would be interesting to see.
We put it not for children, right? We just gotta have like a periodic thing go across the screen that betting is not good and that gambling is really bad and stupid.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And
don't do it.
Really
We're just using it as a guide to let other people speak.
I have it on. I'm like looking every once in a while, like, oh, let her shot my goal, nothing.
Yeah. Gambling's bad, kids. Okay, just don't do it.
I'll tell you what, though, right now, if I was to just bet on one, San Jose has 1 point, and it's a big fat donut right now for the fucking Stars.
They're not gonna beat Dallas. I don't know why you're smoking, but
you don't know.
All right, how about this battle? Here we go. Battle of the Corvettes, baby.
Okay. Matt Field.
I'm picking Matt Field too. I agree.
That's deposited the house in the dog. No, we don't have the track layout, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Probably fortunately, because we would just leak it early because,
Yeah, we're terrible people, I guess.
And that's how that would be.
Yeah, but I think. Well, let me just check one thing. Talk about these two for a second. I want to check one thing.
Drifting. That is true. Talk about these two. Well, you got a good old Taylor Hull here from Dale Earnhardt Academy, and you got Matt Field, the beast from the Bay, clearly from California. Taylor Hull has done, I think, a bit better this year overall. I think that he was given a lot. I mean that like nicely. I think he got lucky a lot of the times in his battles because some of them were a bit sloppy, but his practices, another one where his practices really shine. And then they just kind of like fall apart a little bit once he gets into battle. I don't know if it's a mechanical thing. I know he did face some mechanical issues this year. So yeah, he's got that against him. But hopefully now through all of those trials and tribulations, he's got a freshie going on. And the Hurricane scored again. Fuck. and anyways, I think Field is just, he ain't new to this. He's true to this type style.
Oh yeah.
And
no, I think he's a favorite.
He also had motor issues 2 times. He blew up 2 motors this year, I believe, right?
Yeah. He's had some challenges, I think, with the new blower setup, but
yeah. So both dudes pretty much on an even playing field in a sense of what they've been through this whole season. But I think when it comes to driving skill, I think Field is just he's been around the block a lot longer. And
yeah, Q makes a good point. He's like he hopes Field doesn't give it 100% in practice again. Like if you remember last year, he crashed.
Yeah, the whole Dean thing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was rough.
That was not great. But
that was rough. Felt pretty bad on that.
Yeah, I think Matt Field crashed into the wall like 3 or 4 times last year in Irwindale. So you never know. But
yeah, I felt bad on that.
Mm-hmm. But I did check the venue map, and the venue map has the layout that we ran last year on it. Does not mean we're going to run the venue the layout we ran last year, but I am just saying that it has the same layout we ran last year on the map. So I'm curious to see if that changes. But as of right now, it looks like we are running the same layout as last year, which is just basically the 2 big corners. There's no extra like little dinky thing at the end.
A little, like you hit coming out of outer 2, you hit that like inside zone to then that very last like tip at that wall, right?
Yeah, you just tap the tip.
Tap the tip.
Touching the tips. All right. Moving on. Couple old geezers down at the bottom. I don't know. Actually, I mean, that's the thing with
Damn, man.
I feel like
Just hitting them.
Kazuya and Ken. I mean, to be fair though, Asian people, it's really hard to tell how old they are because they just age so well. Like
They're
Ken looks like he could be 20, honestly. Like he could be like 25.
Like a dwarf.
Dude, he's like he's just the way, I don't know what it is about them, but they age like really well.
like fine wine.
Like fine wine, man. But honestly, this is gonna be a fun one. Ken's had a lot of success over in Japan. Obviously the driving's a bit different, but
he does good here though too. He stays consistent.
He had a good year this year. He's had a good year.
He doesn't really do anything flashy. He stays pretty just consistent, you know.
Right.
As long as like he doesn't fall behind like too soon, like, you know, maybe right on entry if you're like a second behind. This is anybody though, but like you get smoke screen, it's like game over, you know.
Yeah, but I've liked Kazuya's had good and bad rounds this year. But I do like him at this round in Irwindale. So I think I'm gonna go with Kazuya on this one. But like I said, Kent's had a really solid year this year. If I can just quick look up.
I would vote Ken on this like, see, this is the thing. I would vote Ken on this one because I think he's got it in him.
Gotcha. He's in 15th now. He was in the top 10 there for a bit. He's had a not as great the last 2 rounds, but again, like Ken is I feel like he's had a pretty solid year in that 2J car, so
yeah.
All right.
He's having some fun.
Geezer battle. I mean, I don't even know if Kazuya is that old. I just feel like he's been here with Ken for a minute now. Obviously Ken's been since the beginning pretty much, but like
let's see.
We just have that Manoa kid now, and he's like a child.
He's 31, Kazuya.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not that old then.
He's got like a little gray hair thing going on.
He does though. He does have some of those.
Like in the front, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Go bald, dude. No, I'm kidding. Nah, he's got like nice hair in his picture.
No, dude. They all got nice hair, man. I didn't get that gene. And you didn't either.
No, neither did I.
Oh, man. All right. We Brandon Sorensen. This is gonna be a fun one. I'm excited for this battle. Brandon Sorensen, Dan Burkett. Let's go.
2 probably really cool entries.
I just want to give a shout out to Dan Burkett this year and really showing up and being an absolute animal out there. He hasn't had the most success that I feel like his driving's warranted, but I feel like he's driving much better than when he was previously in FD, if that makes sense.
Yep. For sure. Yeah, he took that year off and he's came back and he's been a lot stronger this year, I feel like. People don't just look at him as just another practice form or something, you know? Which I don't think that he ever should have really been, but
no, nice. I think
31. Nice.
I think Brandon is the favorite to win, and I think I'm gonna pick him. But like I said, Dan's been awesome this year, and would not surprise me at all if he won this battle.
It would be cool if he stuck around. It is a pretty car if it went underneath the lights. That would be pretty nice.
I agree.
So I'm rooting for you there, Dan. But I do think Brandon's gonna take this one.
Because obviously Brandon has been on rails for most of the season. Like one of those kids where it's like it shows that he drives a lot, and you can just see him progressing throughout over the years now, to where like he's now a serious threat every round. You know, consistent top 8, stuff like that. So a really impressive season from Brandon, especially this year.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before he starts becoming like the next guy up hanging above in the rafters at Irwindale. So, world championship winner.
All right.
Good luck, Dylan.
Last year, Sorensen was on at the entire event. The battle with James really elevated him to a new level. I agree, Malik. Like Brandon had, like you said, flashes last year of where he was like, dang, if this kid puts it together, like he's going to be a problem next year. And this year, I think he has been a problem. Like he's been a serious problem for a lot of people as far as like his driving and how good it is. And it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, next year for him, if I'm him, I'm like, if I don't get a top 10 at the end of the year, I'm kind of disappointed. Because I think he has been driving that good. And let me just quick look. He is, look at that. He's in 10th right now. Yeah. So for him, it might even be like, I'm looking for a top 5 next year, you know? Like he's just that good. So
I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. I mean, I'm curious to see how much longer some of these like big name guys are really sticking it out, you know? Like the big name guys have been in it for so long now. I mean, yeah, you look at Manoa and LZ. I could even mentioning LZ, he's been in it for 5-6 years now, right? Or something like that. So, I mean, it's almost time for the rookies to start shining.
I mean, you already see it. And we'll talk about this when we go, like, talk about standings. We can talk about... There's a couple surprises, like, even in the top 10, and guys that, you know, have really progressed this year. So, it's really cool to see. Talk about might be the best battle of the top 32.
Yeah, this will be crazy. This is really, like, kick in the pants, honestly.
For both of these guys.
Yeah.
Because obviously Manoa, I think he pretty much has Rookie of the Year lined up. We'll look at it in a minute here. But yeah, dude, like it's a no joke of a battle. Like Simon Olsen, he's had some tough draws this year, I feel like.
Yep.
And then obviously losing an engine in New Jersey and not running really kind of hurt his season. But like obviously one of the top drivers in FD right now is him. So, honestly, I'm looking forward to this. Really could toss up whatever or whoever for the win on this. I think Olsen has the advantage, obviously just driving this track before. So I'm curious to really see how this goes.
I know Manoa has definitely been I mean, they've had all this downtime, but the time on the sim has definitely been crazy. But I think Simon's really going to be out for blood this one.
I think so. Honestly, I think Simon might be his sleeper pick to win the event. I think he wants to prove to people that he should still be considered in like the top 5 in FD right now.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna pick him to win this battle, and I might even pick him to win the event. We'll see. I have to kind of look at everything and see how it lines up. But
yeah, I think he might beat the old kid here, which is kind of crazy. But I think that if push comes to shove, he's just gonna hit him. I don't think that there's gonna be anything to stop him from wrecking his car if it means that he thinks he's right. You know,
right.
If he feels like
we've talked about in the past how Manoa loves to left foot brake and loves to not necessarily be on full throttle all the time, and it's just
some
slower
little like bits and bobs of just weird like antics that he does, but not maybe not even purposely, but whatever. I think that he'll just call him on his bluff basically, and
just push him around the track.
Truly, like it's in the sense of in his eyes, he's probably like, "What do I have to lose?" He probably thinks like, "Damn, I thought I was gonna get on that box like for real this year when number 1."
Right, exactly.
I got kicked off because of baloney.
Right, exactly. You know, like it's all a lot of the stuff that was now out of his control. You know, and it's just like it's a tough one. But I think. I think Simon's winning this one. Alrighty. On to the next. Look at Trenton Beecham over here getting seeding round.
I know.
Battle.
Crazy.
Look at that.
Craziness. He's
All
still
right.
a top 5 driver for me. Yeah, same. I mean, like I said, it was just semantics and nonsense that has diminished his chances.